So that's the best place to take risks.
I wouldn't think that there's any risk at the moment because remember, you invest into an escrow account, which is manned by the Dubai Land Department, which is manned by the government essentially from Dubai. So your money is not going into the developer's pocket. You're safe. Like if you invest in other developers globally without mentioning the cities that you would think is safe once you put your money there, you know, good luck, good luck.
Hello everybody, my name is Janet Holy and I'm the Head of Administration at Kevlar International Properties, Kenya. Today I'm with Mr. Auf Al-Aufi. He is the founder of Kevlar International Properties. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
I hope the weather is not too much for you. I know it's a stark difference from Dubai.
Yeah, no. I really love the weather. I really love the weather in Nairobi. Obviously, we're prepared for it. We dress for it as well. But yeah, I do really enjoy the weather.
So today, Mr. Auf, I want to pick your brain a little bit, yeah? And I want to know everything to do with Kevlar.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit of your background and what inspired you to start Kevlar.
Okay, obviously I'm from Sultanate of Oman. I'm a father of 5, husband. I've been living in Dubai since 2009. I grew very fond of the city and really fell in love with it. And I had a good, corporate life working in Dubai. Simultaneously, I also had a business. Okay. That was very much connected to real estate. So I was basically maintaining properties, renovating properties, and so on. So I really grew fond of real estate from really the ground down, ground up, just knowing how it's built and what goes into the properties in Dubai and so on. And I became closer and closer to the real estate industry. With Kevlar in 2001, there was a good spike in the real estate industry, and there was a huge appetite, and I kind of sensed it, and I thought, you know what, why not? Let's also give it a shot. And in 2021, we were conceived. So we kicked off Kevlar in 2021. However, in the first year, we spent a lot of time on the R&D, just trying to understand where we wanted to position Kevlar, what is it that we wanted to do, the model that we wanted to push forward with, and so on. So we spent a good 6 months to 1 year really trying to understand how we wanted to approach the market. So yeah, that's when it started. Okay,
all right. And how has the journey been so far? And what led it to opening now this new branch in Kenya?
The journey in Dubai was, in the very beginning, it was super challenging. Obviously, there is quite a number of very established companies. Everybody was sort of, offering the same service. So we had to really distinguish ourselves and so on. So our model was more around consulting the international market, the international investors. And with that, we sort of started catering for the markets that we believed in. And with Nairobi particularly, it was, sheer, being at the right place at the right time, because we had consulted some investors, and we have serviced them and sold them. And with that, they sort of said, why don't you come to Nairobi and give it a shot, and so on. So then we came here. We spent a bit of time understanding the climate and so on, and we started Kevlar about a year ago.
Okay, interesting. So the name Kevlar, it's a very interesting name, and I'd like to know the story behind it, if there's one.
Yes, there is one actually.
Okay.
One of the things, obviously, when you're starting a company, is getting the name that relates to what it is that you're trying to do. One of the biggest thing around Kevlar is we wanted to be a strong brand, but we also wanted to be very light and agile. And we realized that in order for you to be able to wave set up a competitive environment, you definitely need to be very flexible in evolving, and you had to be fast. So I thought of a name that related to it. So Kevlar is actually a textile.
Okay.
It's a very strong material, but it's super light. It's actually one of the strongest materials, but it's super light. So that's where the name kicked off. So being strong, or the strongest, but yet the lightest. So that's where it came from.
Okay, that's really interesting. It brings me to the next question.
Okay.
So when you founded Kevlar, what was your mission and what was your vision, and has it evolved ever since you started?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the vision was always, as I said, we wanted to be as light as a feather, but we wanted to also be strong and impactful.
Okay.
So I think when we started, we just kept that in mind. The notion was always like, how do you cater to a bigger audience? How do you scale? What makes a company grow? Its resource, and how do you work out the systems and so on. So I think it's still with us, and it will continue to be with us. So to answer your question, I guess is one of the main thing was keeping the customer in mind.
Okay.
Always having the customer in mind, like being laser focused and trying to be a customer centric company. I think with that you will always find yourself positioned strongly if you have the customer in mind. So I think with the customers and the referrals and the repeat business is what's keeping us going, in all honesty.
All right, you hear that? Kevlar International Properties keeps the customer first.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we think that with the right customer comes revenue, and with revenue there is growth that can help you create a stronger system, a stronger service, customer experience and so on. But it's all returned to a good customer experience. So that's the idea.
So, Mr. Auf, I know Kevlar didn't just become successful in one day. So I know when you start a company, there's always challenges. So what were the key challenges you faced, and how did you overcome them?
Claiming that we're successful is a very, it will be an honor for us to call ourselves successful. But I think we're in the making. We're taking everything one step at a time. I think that's the methodology and the mindset that kicked us off, and we still have that going. So I think one of the biggest challenge that we faced when we started was not having enough funds, if you know what I mean. Like everything that came into Kevlar was from my personal funding, and with personal funding you have to be very careful on what is it that you spend on, and so on. So I think that was our biggest challenge. So the challenge was how do you steer the limited funds, and where do you put it on? So we mainly, again, put it on, we put a lot of it on talent acquisition, getting the right team on board. I remember when I started, it was just myself and one admin. And that individual is still with us till date, and just sort of growing from there is something that keeps us going. But so funding is definitely that was a challenge. The second challenge was, again, talent acquisition. Obviously, in a pond filled with sharks, obviously Dubai, you have quite a bit of talent, but also there is quite a bit of offering.
Yeah.
So I think why Kevlar was always something that I spent quite a bit of time trying to sell that proposition to the talent that we were bringing on board. Okay. And Alhamdulillah, we were very fortunate that we got people that believed in our movement and what is it that we were trying to do, and seeing that we were a startup. It was very exciting for everybody to be part of the team, and we kicked it off from there. So I think funding and talent acquisition was the biggest challenge.
We've just opened a new beautiful office in Nairobi, Kenya. And what were your reasons for opening a branch here?
To be honest, I've been coming to Nairobi for a while now. I really, really love this city. I love the energy it brings. Obviously, we were encouraged by the investors that we had serviced. And then we came here, we interacted with the market environment, we interacted with our potential investors and so on. I think they gave us the confidence we needed. But I think one of the reasons why I chose Nairobi, I think Nairobi for me is among my favorite cities at a global arena. That's but if we talk, yeah, exactly. And on an African level, I think it's probably amongst my favorites. There are some good cities as well, like Johannesburg is a good city, Cape Town. Nairobi for me is somewhere where I really enjoy. I have good circle of friends and so on. So I think that's one of the reasons. The second thing is that it's a metropole. Obviously, coming from Dubai to Nairobi is something that is not far off. They're both cities. They all have a buzzing nature. They're all full of drive, and the energy is always upbeat. Nairobi is very colorful as well. So we see a lot of blue chip companies, banks, big institutions, the likes of the United Nations, choosing this hub their home, and it's amongst their biggest hubs of New York. So all of that was very, very encouraging, and all signals around us looking at this. Obviously, the other reason why we felt that this place is a good place for us, it will cater for the region, Tanzania, Uganda, Congo, Malawi, Ethiopia, South Sudan. So I think Sudan as well. So we're kind of well placed. That's also another beautiful reason why we're here. The third reason would be obviously logistically. There are quite a few direct flight going into Dubai from Nairobi, and indirect flight going to Nairobi. I think there's about a dozen of them going in and out of Dubai. So that's also shows you that there is a lot of integration, and the trade between the two countries is amazing. So I think that's all these different reasons. But if you ask me, like one main reason that I felt confident that this proposition would work would be obviously our local partner, and the fact that there is amazing talent in Nairobi, and it's for me it's probably a nice avenue to sort of kick off a startup. Okay. And they understand, and the Kenyans understand tech, and I'm very close to tech and where we're going with the company and so on. I feel like Kenya would make sense, and it will make sense.
So what challenges have you experienced when you're setting up the branch here, and what challenges do you anticipate in the future?
We had a very strong local partner, so we were quite fortunate to wave through all the challenges. I think, as I'd explained, obviously understanding the market environment is a challenge, regardless whether you're in Nairobi or New York or south of France. Understanding the market environment is a requirement for anybody that is interested in starting up a business. So I think for us, just understanding all of that, and understanding the legal framework, the taxation, the employment sort of laws and so on, were among the challenges. I think from a business point of view, I think that there isn't really a big challenge, but I think the challenges that we foresee is the interest that we're getting from our friends abroad who are interested in Kenya. So I think we need to really get up to speed with how things work here, because we have a lot of interest from our global partners and investors who are very keen in investing in Nairobi and Kenya as a whole. So that's probably a challenge for us to kind of get ourselves up to speed, and hoping to give the same level of experience for our investors from here into Dubai. And if we can just reciprocate that and give them the same experience inwards with the same level of integrity and success on their investment, that would be obviously a challenge that we really, really want to overcome.
What are the unique needs that Kenyan investors have regarding real estate in Dubai, and where does Kevlar come in to address those?
I think one of the things is, for our investors in Kenya, we want you guys to take your time to understand what you're getting yourself into. Don't rush into any investment. Sometimes, we get carried away with all these, ads that come from everywhere, promoting products for you to get into and so on. And sometimes you feel disappointed. So I think it's very important that you spend time with our investment consultants, who are very, very trained, very experienced, who've been in and out of Dubai, who understand everything, to get high-level consultancy. Always, obviously, understand the numbers behind the investment, understand what are the returns that you're going to get to. We're very realistic. We don't come up with numbers that are not achievable. Alhamdulillah, for the guys that have invested, they've already done extremely well on their dollar. So that's something that we would want our Kenyan investors to be accustomed to. Our office is always open for you, so come in, speak to our consultants, spend time here. Come on our Wednesday Kevlar Connect sessions, where we just interact and we talk about different things and so on. So really, just feel at home. Come here, talk to our people, and I'm sure you'll be able to understand what value it is for you to invest in Dubai. Now, just to give you a bit of an overview, there has been a year-on-year growth in value of deals and numbers of transactions. So year to date, I believe we're sitting at around, I'll have to check the last update, but I think we're at 300 billion dirhams, which is around, what is that? It's about just under 90 to 100 billion dollars worth of transaction, and we're about 100,000 deals, real estate deals. So that's a big number. Yeah. So if these numbers are happening, we want you to also enjoy that ride while it's still there, and it's just growing. It's really amazing. We're so lucky, alhamdulillah, in Dubai, and that's something that we want to give our Kenyan investors, an opportunity for them to come in and enjoy the ride with everybody else globally.
Okay. If everybody is going there, there's a good reason why.
No,
sure
absolutely. I mean, at the moment, arguably, I would say Dubai is probably for me, I think it's the number one destination to invest in properties. I mean, if we do an analysis across all the big cities, whether it's London, Paris, New York, Johannesburg, and the likes, Singapore, all these big cities, if you compare them to Dubai, whether you're looking at it from a return on capital, return on equity, market environment in terms of its growth, and all the physical sort of attribution, I think you can see that there is growth in population, there is growth in FDI, foreign direct investment into Dubai. So that just tells you that it's growing from there. And by the way, Dubai is also attracting startups global startups. There is a number of unicorn companies, basically, companies that have kicked off just under 10 years ago, and they're worth over $1 billion, which is really, a delight to see, and it's all, encouraging for all of us.
Okay. All right. So how does your background and your unique knowledge about Dubai and real estate, how will this help the Kenyan investor?
I think, first of all, I'm from Oman, which is a stone throw away from Dubai. I've been going to Dubai since I was 0. so I know Dubai very, very well. I love the city. I've always loved the city. Me, my family, we've always been going there. So just we're very, very similar in how we're very similar with the Emiratis as well, with the culture and everything. So I think I can give you a very good understanding of the country, and obviously I have between 15 to 20 years of experience in operations, sales, and customer service. I think that's also something that I can help attribute to the success of an investor, and obviously the platform that we're here, that will give you sort of like a springboard before we host you in Dubai. You
enter Dubai first here.
We brought Dubai to you, so you can come to our office, spend a lot of time. There's just not me, obviously. We have yourself, and we have a big team here in Nairobi that are very, very trained and ready to help and assist and consult, whenever is needed. And also we're very reachable across our, all the different customer interactions, whether through our call center or emails or through our social media. You can reach us, you can ask us for any materials. And whenever you're in Dubai, you can come to our office, we can have coffee, we can take you around, show you around, take you through the whole journey of where Dubai started and where it is and where it's going. So I think with all of that, not me only, but I think Kevlar will be able to cement the confidence that is needed for you to make that move of investing into Dubai and so on.
Okay. What are the ways that you've helped Kenyan investors successfully navigate the Dubai real estate market, and what have you learned from that?
It's a good question. I think I can think of two incidents. One is of an individual that is a young entrepreneur who's really hardworking, and we had a nice meeting, and we've discussed opportunities around Dubai, and he bought into Dubai properties around 2021, I think it was. It was just when we started. I think it was 2022. And alhamdulillah, he invested around, he bought into a property that was around 1.7 million dirhams. And today the property is worth about 2.3 million. So that's a good 600,000. And the good thing about that is that he actually invested partial, because it's on a payment plan. So he invested about half of the 1.7, so he invested about 800 to 900,000, and he's already made about 600 to 700,000. So that's like amazing return on his equity. I think it's north of 80%. With that, we spoke about another opportunity, and he's gone for another opportunity. So I think that's
in less than 2-3 years.
Less than 2 years. Okay. So we've built a very good confidence with him, and he's really appreciated the investment, that the returns that he got from the previous one, that he's on this next one. He's just blindly said, I'm with you guys, Kevlar. You did a great job on the first one. On the second one, you just go ahead, and I trust your judgment. So that's one. The second one was, I was actually in Dubai in my office, and I received an inquiry from somebody that is in Nairobi, who has an office in GTC.
Okay.
Yeah, he had an office in GTC. He's in insurance investment consultancy. He got in touch with us because he wanted an office, a commercial office
From
from Nairobi, wanting to invest in a new consultancy
Alright.
to open a branch so he can support the Kenyan diaspora community who are out there globally. He wanted to have a station in Dubai, and we supported him with offices, and obviously he wanted to get some ideas around some legalities, which we were very happy to help and assist, because I found myself in his shoe looking into Nairobi as well. So
Yes.
yeah, so those are the two incidents. Obviously we have quite a few other, but I think these are the ones that resonates with me very closely, because I was so happy that I was in Dubai and I get a call from Nairobi for somebody who wants an office.
So that was one of the startups that you're talking about, that a lot of startups are going to Dubai.
Yes, there are startups. Obviously, as I had explained to you, there's about a dozen flights going directly and indirectly into Dubai. So you have like Emirates, Fly Dubai, Kenya Airways, who will go directly, and then you have Qatar Airways, Turkish Airline, and Egypt Air, who go indirectly. So this is a lot of
There's a
people.
little Kenya there.
Exactly, a lot of people going in and out. So with that, obviously there's a piece for everybody, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I hope to be one of the success stories
You
and
will-
buy my own property too.
Yes, inshallah, why not? I mean, buying, the beauty about this is another thing that is so beautiful about the city, is that everything is built around making your life and my life simpler and easier and everything. So it's really a very friendly and an easy place to do business in. It makes everybody's life easier. So if you're interested in investing, there is certain methodology, there's certain processes which makes anybody and everybody that is ambitious, that is driven, that got a bit of courage to get out of their comfort zone and so on. I think once they go in, then they're there.
Okay. So that's the best place to take risks. Would you say that?
I would think, I wouldn't think that there's any risk at the moment, because remember, you invest into an escrow account, so which is manned by the Dubai Land Department, which is manned by the government essentially from Dubai. So your money is not going into the developer's pocket, so that he can misuse or make mistakes or risk. This is something that is manned by a very, very strong policing system that ensures that your investment is banked well, and it's going to go into what you intend to do, and that project is also going to get delivered. So everything is very well, the ecosystem is quite matured, and in all fairness, it's one of the most matured environments you would also, like you're safe. Like if you invest in other developers globally, without mentioning cities, like the cities that you would think is safe, once you put your money there, good luck.
So investors are sure, and they're sure no one's going to buy a Mercedes with their car, no one is going to, use it for a trip for their family, nothing like that.
100%. So every product that we present to our investors, we ensure that the funds are going into escrow accounts. We ensure that these escrow accounts are actually live, and it's not like hidden knowledge, it's public knowledge. It's on the REST app, which is an application that is created utmost transparency for every investor, that they can just go in and check everything and check which projects they're getting involved in and how far out are they built, and how much are the rents going around there with the rental indexes. So everything is very accessible. When you're investing in something, you want to have accessible information. So it's all plug and play. Yes, it could be it's a bit like, you having, do you play video games?
Well, yeah, I used to.
You used to, yeah.
Yeah.
The first day is a little hard with the video game.
Then you just blindly
then you become blinding. So it's a bit like that. So
Yeah.
it's actually a bit like that.
Okay.
Once you start practicing, you become perfect at it and everything. So you have that information, you have tools for you to get that information. It's not an environment that is very gloomy, that it's so difficult. You have to do a lot of manual calls, and you have to rely on third parties and fourth parties, and all of that. There, it's very, very simple. We'll give you the information, okay, but we will also guide you on the tools that you yourself can go and check. And we're just facilitating, sort of like we're just acting as a consultancy. What we're doing essentially is a bit like you going into a Mercedes showroom, and you have like, we just understand what's your budget, and then we tell you, okay, with that budget, we feel like you can buy
This and this and this.
you can buy an E-Class 300, and you can buy an
I have no idea what
S-Class
you're saying.
300, or you want to buy this sort of like model, and we'll tell you the features and the differences and everything, and then we'll ask you which one do you like.
Okay.
And
So
then we'll give you
them
our
options.
opinion. We'll give you our opinion on which one we think you should go for.
All right. What are your personal experiences and values that push you to help investors?
Obviously, we all made some mistakes in the past, whether it's investment or, some businesses that didn't go well and so on. So I think I owe it to the investors who believe in me to ensure that I give them, they have to have that utmost good faith in me. So I think integrity for me is everything. Speak the truth. Obviously, don't try and oversell only to be disappointed. I want to have relationships that I can keep forever, that I can cement, because I don't want to misguide somebody just for me to get like a buck out of it. The money that we'll be making, is something that we want to keep flourishing, for the companies to grow, and also for the team that are going to be obviously making money out of it, and so on. We just want to make sure that they're all happy about it, and that they can have like a nice, decent eye-to-eye relationship with the individual that they invest in. So I think integrity for me is everything.
Okay.
Integrity, and sometimes you won't have all the answers. Maybe an investor will ask you about something that you don't have an answer to. Just don't be like, I know it all. Take a bit of a breath and be like, sorry, I don't have that answer, but I'll come back to you with more concrete information and more, the right information for you to be able to make the informed decision. Because remember, we're not the ones that are making the decisions for the investors. The decisions the investors make are based on the information we give them. So if we give them the wrong information, they will be making the wrong decision. So we need to make sure that they get the right information across the spectrum, across the investment that they're getting themselves in, and then when they make the right decisions, it will be based on the information that was correct.
Okay.
So that's very, very important.
Where do you see the Kenyan investor in Dubai in the future, and what role do you think Kevlar will be playing?
It's hard to say that, it's hard to see the future, but inshallah we pray that we would love for the Kenyan investor to be able to be very, very comfortable in investing in Dubai through us, for them to be able to feel extremely confident on the investment. We want them to get very good returns on the investment. We want them to be able to exit the investment at the right time, so that they can just keep coming in, and obviously Kevlar being the platform and the vessel to offer that. We also hope that through Kevlar we will see huge investments into Kenya as well. So we want to mirror the same sort of success into Dubai. And from here, we would also want to get a lot of investors from Dubai and the region into Nairobi, which which is something that is already happening in terms of we're having like very good conversations around that. So it's really helping both cities and both countries, hopefully.
All right. So what role does the Nairobi branch play in your broader vision of Kevlar and the international reach?
Obviously, as I'd explained, like, Nairobi is well positioned regionally. So I think from Nairobi we will find ourselves dipping into Uganda, into Tanzania, into Congo, and beyond. We also obviously because of our liking in this environment, we're already starting to look at investments, our own investments into Kenya and beyond. We are acquiring a good. We're looking to acquire a good number of strategic potential lands that we can, consider for future developments and bringing in the right kind of energy as well into this city. But I think equally we are also seeing that there's going to be quite a few influx of investors from the region who are also interested in Dubai. And there couldn't be a better place to be in than Nairobi. Obviously, Nairobi, there is a very interesting, the hospitality industry is very nice. Accessibility, flying in and out, the logistics side of it is also helping us envision opportunities that will be something that we will tap into. But it's something that, as I explained, we're still like learning and we're still new. So I just see everything snowballing, inshallah, to become better. And as we interact with the community in Nairobi and within Kenya and within the region around Kenya, I just feel like it will snowball into us offering better customer experience, better value proposition in terms of investment, better access to information to our region as well. So, we're very accessible. We want to also interact with the international community that is here, so that we're not only catering for Kenyans, but for Kenyans and residences and people that come in for holiday and so on and so forth.
Well, looking ahead, what exciting things should people expect from Kevlar?
I think the most exciting thing would be a better customer experience.
Okay.
So when you look at better customer experience, the thing that sits, always, is in my mind is tech.
Okay.
So I think tech is something that we will leverage, and it will hopefully give our customers and our investors and our partners better experience moving forward. So that's a space that we're hoping to. So prop tech would be an area that we want to kind of see how we will be able to tap into.
Okay. What advice would you give other entrepreneurs looking to expand their businesses to areas such as Kenya, according to your experience?
I think first of all, you have to believe in the market that you're getting yourself into. Once you've already believed in it, just give it a shot, and there's no harm in trying. I think if you don't try, you won't know. So try and gather as much intel as you can, but the decision should be on you. So don't expect to just start and you'll have business on the second day. Things take time. So you just be patient. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Be accessible as well, and just be yourself. I mean, whatever it is that you're trying to service, you have to make sure that you're solving a problem, or else, and see how big your problem is that you're trying to solve. And once you've established that, just go for it and just build it one piece at a time, and hopefully you will succeed, inshallah.
All right. As they say in Swahili, haba na haba.
Haba na haba.
Kibaba.
Kujaza kibaba. Okay.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now I don't know how to end it. That was the last question.
You can just say that was yours. Thank you for doing the conversation.
Okay, let me think. Looking forward to?
Stay tuned in for more.
For more exciting, can you say stay tuned for more exciting episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wait, let me think. Yeah, let me think first. Say, are you in purple? The bloopers. Okay, wait. I'll say thank you for joining us. I'll say thank you for joining us, Mr. Alf, and thank you to the viewers. Then what did we say? We were saying thank you to the viewers and then followers. It was full. We had it from Chief. Okay, I'll say okay.
Just like thank you for your time. Like
Yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. There
look
you go,
forward
guys.
to yeah. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Right, okay, so thank you. And stay tuned for. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Al, for your insights and your time. It was very, very interesting and new knowledge from you.
Thank you for your time. I really enjoyed it, and I hope to have many more.
All right, that's it, guys. You've heard it from the chief himself. You've heard it from the horse's mouth. And stay tuned for more information and more videos from us. No, I need to change that.
Okay, that's it. That's good.
No,
That's good.
I need to change it. Just it one more time. One more time.
You want to go from the beginning?
No. Just to say, stay tuned from the beginning. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Auf, for your time. It was really interesting speaking to you, and you gave us a lot of good insights.
Thank you very much. The pleasure was mine. I really enjoyed myself. I hope to have many more with you in the coming future.
All right. That's it, guys. You've heard it from the chief himself. You've heard it from the horse's mouth. Stay tuned for more great information and more videos from our team.